Compound's open. Come on down to Chinatown, boys. Oh, Jesus. Oh, my thing's all tied up. There we go. What's up, boys and girls? Compound's open, brother. Come on in. Got a short stream today, but it will have to do. It will have to do. Where are we going here? Yeah, no news, man. Everything's quiet on the home front. You know, nothing crazy going on. The usual bull crap. Hey, what's up, Ransom? Jackson Ransom. What's up, brother? Semper Fi, man. It's going good. And Dirty Dog, what's up, brother? Going good, man. Got a baseball game tonight with my nephews. Everything's going smooth. Got more VA appointments today, so early morning. Early bird gets the worm, you know. Gotta stay, I gotta always keep doing it. I had a VA, so many appointments. It's hard to even keep track. I got 2 today. I got a baseball game. Busy day. Getting a lot done. A lot of personal stuff done. This is what I wanted to do. Figure it out, you know. Where am I going this way? Why am I going this way? Interesting. No ladies of the night today, boys. We're gonna go straight into business. No fooling around today. Yeah, nothing crazy going on, man. Everything's quiet in the home front. It feels good. Everything's back to normal. I still have a weird feeling, you know, pool pumps, filters, and heaters. Yeah, I gotta, you know, ever since I semi-retired, I still have that weird feeling of, you know, getting up early, getting dressed, and getting out of the house, or, you know, getting the day started. You know, going to bed early on Sunday. You know, not going out at night because I got work in the morning. It's kind of interesting to get out of that funk. What's up, Scoop? Was hoping for fun late. How far are you from Venice? Lots of babes out there. Not far at all, man. I used to party in Venice all the time. Pimp My Ride, if you guys remember the show on MTV, Pimp My Ride, those cars were always out there in Venice. But it got really trashy for a little bit. We used to go out there, me and the boys, bro. We used to go out there and buy Salvia, right? Salvia, and that stuff would rock. I never tried it. It was always there. But I never tried it. I never was a big smoker back then. But yeah, my boys would try it, and it passed them out, man. That stuff was. Cheers, brother. Have a good day. Have a good day at a job site. Take care, Scoot. Be safe at that job site, son. Be safe. Get home safe. No injuries. Get home to the family, man. Semper Fi, brother. Semper Fi. I met Jesse James in Venice a couple years ago. Really? Jesse James, really? Dude, the last time I went to Venice, I was with my buddy and these 2 or 3 chicks, and this one girl that we were partying it up, and this one girl, you know, we stumbled upon a house with people in it, a house party, so we started partying with the random people, and then this girl that we knew threw up all over the bed. So we had to leave fast. But they were so nice about it. They're like, "Oh, it's all right, Mama. We will take care of you." I was like, "Hey." They actually were really nice. They didn't really care. I was really shocked. Cheers, brother. Yeah, Venice, I haven't been there in a while. I plan on, once it gets a little warmer, going down by the beach a lot, cruising down there. I haven't been down there in so long. It was fun back in the day, man. We used to just walk up and down Venice. There'd be good restaurants, good shops, pretty women. We would get a couple cervezas and hit the devil's lettuce, brother. And we would be walking around Cloud 9 for a while. And that was when we were young, man. I was there, in high school and stuff. I've been back a couple times since then, but hey, Jesse James is the one that was married to Sandra Bullock, right? Something's wrong with Sandra Bullock if that girl can... Oh, dude, I thought I sat next to Sandra Bullock once. Dude, it was this... So I went to this bar. It was a really nice restaurant / bar. It's a little tiny place out in kind of by Oceanside. And it's very hard to get to. You got to go down PCH, and there's only one turning lane. It's a real, like, mom and pop type of place, but real nice. And you either have to walk there, or the drive is really awkward to get there. It's not an easy drive. And it's right next to where all the really wealthy people live, above a like a sea cliff, and it's below, this restaurant's below the houses on a sea cliff. Anyways, I'm sitting there. It's like Tuesday. I'm at a hotel because I'm there for work, so I know this place. So I walk there, and I sit there, have a cocktail, dude. I think I even drank a little glass of Cab, dude. And this was like 4 or 5 years ago. And I'm sitting there, and I've been there once or twice. And then this girl, really pretty girl, and I'm trying not to look, but she sits right next to me, man, and she looks just like her. And I'm trying not to stare, and the bartender knows her name, gave her a acknowledgement that she was there, and served her a wine, and kept, she didn't really even have to speak. Oh, another police chase. And she sat there. I think she had 2 glasses, and I started eating slow, but I didn't want to look at her. I wanted to play it cool, and I swear to God that was her, man, Sandra Bullock. She kept a hat really low, so you really couldn't tell. It was kind of weird. I don't know. I still don't know to this day. But no one talked to her. She sat right next to me. No one talked to her, just the bartender. Everyone knew who she was. And no one said anything, They didn't come up to her and bug her. They just treated her like a nobody. And she was very quiet. She didn't, she wanted, it was weird, man. I never seen, a group of people act so strange around another person. I couldn't really, I was trying to, look up and down. She kept, I don't know. Just an interesting story. Accept the Lord Jesus Christ. Hey, Maggie. Mogji? Mogatu, hey, Mogatu. What? Leave, oh yeah, we were talking about that religion the other day. If people want to put trash bag over their females' heads, no problem. No, more power to you, brother. More power to you. What time is it? I swear I don't want to be late to this. I got another VA appointment all day today, man. They want to poke my brain some more, fellas. Shave his beard and leave it. Oh my God. Are you gonna shave my beard? I don't have a beard. I got patches of hooligan up in here, man. Jesse James, yeah, I think that was the guy dating Sandra Bullock, the biker dude, right? He kind of blew it. Unless Sandra Bullock's a crazy person, which she might be. She might be. Yeah, nothing crazy today, man. Everything's quiet. A little too quiet, man. We haven't heard anything from the CCP or nothing, unless that European Union, tariffs that Trump put on everybody. But it's nice, man. Nothing. Everyone's just back to work, business as usual. Feels good. No more communist speaking points or talking points. None of that. Gavin Newsom's actually being investigated because he likes a bunch of letter people in their sports out here. I don't know where. I'm sure there's one or two, but you think it would be a lot more. I keep seeing that on the news. I don't know what high school it's at, but I'm sure it's going to be put to a stop. Some letters, some alphabet people, man, crazy people. There's always crazy in the world. You can never get rid of crazy, but our only job is to manage it. We can't have crazy make us crazy, and all we can do is manage it. Yo, One Candy, what's up, brother? Simplify, man. What's going on, Devil Dog? F. Gavin Newsom, yeah, dude, the dude's a douchebag. The dude is a douchebag. What's up, Charlie? We want a batter, not a wooden We want a batter, not a wooden ladder. Are you getting ready for I'll say that at my nephew's baseball game, dude. What is a letter person? Just checking in. It's the alphabet people, the LGBTQ plus minus free Palestine from the river to the sea. My knees are in between. Those people, letter people. They believe in A-I-O-U and sometimes Y. Those guys. They just keep A, B, C, D, E, F, G. What's up, Spoke? How you doing, brother? Simplify. Yeah, just the letter alphabet people, man. Crazy people. They just keep adding. They put I think they added the MS-13 letter, the LGBTQ plus MS-13. Yeah, man, they're just a bunch of weirdos. They're sick, dude. Like, I honestly, man, I don't like to goof off or anything, but I think those people are mentally ill. Like, there are mentally ill people out here that live in a wild state of existence, man, and I don't know how they get by. They get by because living in America is pretty easy, It's not that hard to live out here, you just have to take care of yourself a little bit and you'll be fine. So even the crazy people, people have room to grow into craziness, If you're out camping, I don't know if anyone's been camping in a while, but if you've been out camping, there's no room for any shenanigans, right? Because you got to worry about your tent, the weather, you want a good night's sleep, you got to worry about food, a fire, there's other stuff. People live such a easy, soft life that they can just be a letter person, man. You can survive a nice, easy life with the mental illness, and that's a good thing too, because we have people. I got a cousin that has a touch of the Downs and a bunch of tizzies, Tourette's or Down syndrome. So I mean, you want those guys to have a nice, chill life, even if they're living by them. Because my cousin, man, he's full blown, but he's getting big and old, man. He's 20. He's an adult. We're trying to get him a job somewhere. He's functioning, but not quite. He can't really talk. He mumbles and. Well, he's actually. I mean, he'll do a job. It's easy. But it's good that someone like that can still live a nice, fulfilled life. But it's the people that take advantage. What's up, Devil Dog Idaho Life? What's up, brother? Simplify, brother. How you doing, man? Long time no see. What's up, Katie? Liberal chicks are good, Layla. I wouldn't doubt it, man. I wouldn't doubt that. I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah. They should have just stuck with LGBT, yeah, and called it. They should have, dude. They kept the Democratic Party. What they do is they keep fighting for people that are not important, you know, and they keep losing other. Like the Democratic Party once stood, you know, for, you know, a lot of black people voted, a lot of minorities voted for the Democratic Party, which is fine. You know, that's how they felt, that's how they wanted to vote. And the Democrat Party catered to that, right? You know, hey, we'll make sure you guys get equal rights or whatever, which is a bunch of bull crap. You know, imagine paying someone to give you more rights. It just doesn't make sense when you say it out loud, brothers. Like someone's gonna take something away from you. I don't know what, but so, you know, that's what they voted for. And then the Democratic Party started adding more people. Oh, we'll fight for the plus people, you know. And then they started pushing out the people they actually wanted to help. And they never really helped them. The Democrat Party just, you know, they used their vote, dude. I told my friend this 1,000 times. I was like, if you're giving your vote away for someone to do something for you, where they're just not going to do it, it's just human nature. If I tell Ransom Jackson, hey brother, like you know, if you vote for me, I'll fight for your equal rights. I'll never try to do that. I don't, because he's stupid enough to vote for me over that. You know what I'm saying? Not mean, Jelly Bean. Are getting tired. Hey, what's up, James? Super 5, brother. What's going on? Dems are on the side of 20%. No idea why. Yeah, it's weird, man. Like they just keep leaning into people that don't really exist. Like the letter people, those guys don't really exist. I live in California, boys. I say this a million times, and like there's like Palm Springs where that bomb went off not too long ago. Like if you want to go down there even in Palm Springs, man, those are like the old school gay people where it wasn't cool to be gay. Like they don't flaunt that shit. Like they don't talk about it. You'll barely see it. You might walk by somewhere and it'll just not look manly. You know, you're like, huh. But they don't want that shit down there either. You know, you lost the point when the gayest community, probably in the United States, doesn't want to partake in your nonsense, you know? And they just got rocked by a vehicle-borne IED. So those boys, and they're very wealthy out there, very, 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 very wealthy. Putting from the rough. What's up, Kate? I'm going, oh, nice. Congratulations. Graduate. Yeah, I saw a bunch of graduations. Have fun, man. Enjoy. Don't booze and cruise. You know, the one thing you want to do when you go out at night is make sure you come home safe. Remember, nothing good happens after midnight. And, at nighttime, everyone acts different. Everybody acts different at night. Get home before dark, dude. Not before dark, but before it's late. The minute, I swear to God, when you work for a police station, the minute it gets dark, like it's like people lose their minds, dude. Like what's that, Teen Wolf, or like at night he turns into the wolf, that old school movie. It's like, dude, it's people get crazy. But have fun, be safe. Don't do anything foolish, and make your family proud, man. That's all. And welcome to the real world, man. It's not that exciting, but it is what it is. Yeah, I'm working at midnight. Ooh, that was a great movie. What's up, Roberto? Robert, how you doing? Putting from the rough. Yeah, man, it's a whole different world. Whole different world. Layout. What's up, Devil? What's up, Devil Dog? Liberal chicks are a good lay, though. They better be a good lay. If you got to listen to them try to talk politics, they better be. You know? They're probably too much, to be quite honest, right? They're probably fun for a good lay here and there, but I guarantee those are the ones that are that can scare you in the sheets, dude. You know? Yeah, I'm working at midnight. Yeah, man. Yeah, because it's working at nighttime is a whole nother beast, man. Whole nother beast. Being out late at night, that's when all the DUIs happen. That's when all the car accidents happen. And that's you'll never like in the morning when you sit in your black and white and you're starting your day and you're drinking your coffee or whatever. You know, there's nothing happening in the morning because everyone's sleeping or going to bed or waking up. So all the 911 calls are not, or you know, they're more of like welfare checks. You know, my grandma, I'm not home. I left my grandma at house and she's not answering the phone. Can you go check on her? So black and white units will go around. And once it gets at nighttime, and that's where you get all the, yeah, it just gets awful, man. So be careful. I don't try to stay out late no more, man. I try to, even if I'm driving somewhere, or if I'm leaving somewhere, I leave before the sun sets. One, I just don't like driving at night anymore. I think I'm going blind, but you know, it's just safer. I've learned safety tips, you know. Just check out the view. Nothing going on in the news this great day, you know. Everything's quiet on the home front. Everything's quiet on the home front. A little too quiet. I don't know what's happening with Russia and Ukraine anymore. I don't really care, but Israel and Israel needs to end that war pretty quick, man. No one cares. No one cares anymore. No one cares what you do to those, you know, that crap hole out there. What are these guys doing? What you guys doing up there? What's going on? Are they little maintenance, little lawn work? Oh yeah, they've been cutting all the dead grass. Good. It's about freaking time. Dude, California. Oh my God. There's gonna be more fires in California. Oh my God. That's what they're doing. They're cutting. So I'll show you. This little like canyon. I'm in a canyon, like the dirt pile to my right. It's on the same side of both sides of this highway. This canyon once, like a couple years ago, went up in flames, and this whole freeway was shut down. I guarantee they're working extremely hard on not having any major fires this summer, but there's no way. There's gonna be huge fires, dude. Huge fires this summer. Huge fires up in California. Gavin Newsom's not gonna stand a chance, dude. The guy's a douchebag. The guy's never wrong, never takes responsibility, blames everything on everybody else. Take some responsibility, man, you know? I got stuck in I got stuck in what? What's up? What's up, Knots? In the canyon? Devil's Compound. Your dog. What's up, Jared? So, oh, where's my dog? Butters or Zoe? What's up, Pete? Super 5, Pete Garcia in the building, boys. What's going on, man? The rebuilding is totally stalled out over permits. Oh, and the pallet, dude, for sure, dude. They're never, I'm telling you, man. Those Malibu, in the Palisades, Pasadena, there's Pasadena and Altadena. I think they'll be okay. That's still LA County, but the Palisades and Malibu, there's no way. There's no way those houses are being rebuilt, dude. No way. They're gonna leave those spaces abandoned and empty. Dude, not for a long time. Not for a long time. And then you got to get homeowners insurance or fire insurance, and no insurance company is going to give you that. They're going to be like, nah, man, it's not worth it. Like, we can't afford it. And then the state of California squeezes the insurance companies, and they're leaving. Like, an insurance company doesn't have to be in all 50 states, you know. You know, my tobacco company I worked for, we didn't do business in all 50 states. I mean, if you're not going to make a profit in a state, you just don't go to the state. It's that. Like my cigarette company, we don't do business in Florida. It's too hard, too difficult. You're not going to make that much money for how much effort you put in and put in the work. Florida's already wrapped up with their own cigarettes, own tobacco. You know, they're good to go. We don't do business in San Francisco because it's just too much of a pain in the ass, you know. Or Seattle, Washington, not a lot of, you know, smokers or whatever. So it's the same thing as insurance. You don't, if I was in charge, I would be like, we're not going to, you know, we don't make a profit. They're just going to burn down. The government doesn't care about their houses. No way, you know, there's no way. Those houses on Malibu, I know they just opened to that road, the PCH road, like one lane. It's ridiculous. They opened up one lane to go and, you know, enjoy the Malibu road, but they're not going to rebuild those houses, dude. With all the rules and regulations, like the contractors have to build a house, like those houses were built 100 years ago, you know, where there wasn't any really rules or regs. So that's why those houses, they'll never be built again. They don't allow. You know, California is a communist state. You know, they're a communist state doesn't like outside the box thinking, you know. So those houses in Malibu, those cool ones, the Tony Stark ones, they're not allowing those outside box models to be built again. You're gonna have to do the copy and paste, you know, weird looking block apartment. Oh my God, I don't know, Unc. I don't know what they're gonna do, man. They're gonna ruin it though, man. I hope not, because you know, I don't live in those houses in Malibu, the Palisades, but those are cool houses, man. Like, and if a family's been living there and been passing it on or whatever, like that sucks, man. Like, I don't care who you vote for, but I'm not gonna help you, you know, but you know, no one should have their house burnt down. But that's what they voted for, so I guess elections have consequences, man. And so those are the people like that live in the Palisades that haven't been camping in a long time. You know what I'm saying? They live in this nice cushy bubble. There's no bad weather, you know, there's no bad days really. That's why they vote the way they vote. And now they're voting as paid the price. They rather worry about DEI hires and some fat, overweight fire chief telling you, like, I'm not gonna help you. That's what they said. They literally said they're not gonna help. The 300 plus 44-year-old fire chief said they're not gonna help, dude. You know, you get what you get, man. No one feels bad for you. What's up, James? Adam Carell does updates on a blog of those homes. Oh, really? Dude, I like that guy. That guy's, that's where I get that's where I got the comedy gobbledygook. That's what he said. He's funny, dude. He does updates on those, really. I gotta go see that. We saw them not that long ago. I drove to Pasadena, and they were doing some cleaning up, but it didn't look like much, man. It didn't look like you get me and my brother and the boys and my dad out. We would have cleaned up our house within like 3 days, man. We would have been trying to rebuild that thing overnight. I would have been camping there. I would have had my tent. I can sleep in a sleeping bag outside all the time. I used to do it in the Marine Corps. It's not a big deal, right? You sleep outside, you get a sleeping bag, you become homeless. Your house. That's what I would have done. I would have just slept right on my property. Like, people can kiss my ass, dude. Like, this is my home, man. I can't just give up my property and let. No way, man. Vlog? I gotta check that out, James. Is that the 71 freeway? No, sir. This is the 57, Devil Dog. Close, though, Pete. Close. I was just on the 71. They make newer houses without the flimsy wood. They make newer houses without the flimsy wood. Oh, I didn't know that. So they're getting better. So the housing construction companies are getting better. Because I swear, man, for a little bit, the houses were getting really, really cheap. Or they just looked kind of, I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a weird California dude. Yeah, do you have an army tent, Devil's comment? Yeah, I do, man. I do. I still have the tent. It's a single, or you can fit 2 Marines in there, but I still have the tent I used in the Marine Corps. It's a real nice tent. And I think I even have their sleeping bag. I took it all, boys. I tactically acquired all my old gear a long, long time ago. Houses are actually not getting better. Okay. Well, that's what I originally thought. You know, they're weird construction. It looks cheap. I watch houses get built all the time, and they look kind of funky. I don't know. It's not like the old days, man. Like the houses that burned down in the Palisades, man. Those were beautiful houses. Beautiful houses. You know, yeah. You can see the architecture, the engineering that went in it. Like, they built this house by the beach. I just saw it. I might have took it, but it looks like it looks awful. It's not even. It looks like a prison. Yeah, they're not getting better. Definitely not getting better. Yeah, maybe we'll take a drive out there soon and check them out again. I'll try to go up. Yeah, God, dude. I'll think about trying to go up PCH. Like, if I go to Venice, then hit PCH and go up to like Malibu, I would love to see those houses gone. I bet it's so sad, man. I bet it's so sad. But, yeah, I guarantee all those people, I guarantee it, they all voted Democrat, man. And that's what you get. That's what you get. You get a bunch of lady boys in your fire department. You get no water in the fire hydrants and the pumps. Your military gets weak and no one cares. Man. That's what happens, man. You gotta care, boys. We gotta care. Richard Nixon birthplace. You gotta care, man. People, you gotta hire people that actually care, man. That's the number one rule, man. That's the number one rule in the military. You gotta care. You know, if you're out here running and gunning, you gotta care, man. What did I do? What's going on here? I don't want to go back on the highway. That's silly. Hey, Ukrainian flag. That's nice. I think that was. And Putin ain't talking to freaking like. I don't think. I think. You know, Putin, the Russian war, Russian-Ukraine war. Putin's never gonna sit down with Ukraine or Zelensky. Never. Zelensky's a peasant, dude. A peasant compared to Putin, right? Putin's a czar, dude. That guy is a freaking czar. He can do whatever he wants. He has palaces. He pretty much reestablished the czar mentality in Russia. You think the czar is gonna sit down with the peasant of Ukraine? No way. And then have peace? That ain't happening, boys. No way. And have a peace talk or capitulate anything to Zelensky. Putin's never gonna do that. He can never end this war. No way. He can't just say, "Oh yeah, we tried, boys. No worries." No, that's not how it works, man. There's no way. Yeah, Vladimir is not a peacemaker. No way, dude. Ukraine girls are cute. Oh yeah. Ukrainian chicks are bomb, dude. Nixon did nothing wrong. Nixon was cool, dude. Nixon, I wasn't even born, but he's a California kid, man. President Reagan used to be the governor of your state of California. Yeah. California, man, used to be red, boys. I'm telling you. Something strange happened where, I don't know, man. I don't know, I don't know what happened. I was just born not that long ago, man. So it ain't the millennials, man. Millennials ain't voting that. I don't know. I just don't know. Yeah, Putin ain't talking to no Zelensky, right? Putin ain't gonna have a conversation with the peasant and then sue for peace. No, he doesn't even, he thinks Zelensky's government's a radical, National Socialist regime from World War II, just a crazy. And you can never negotiate. If you say that's who he is, you can't just go, "Oh yeah, my bad, like sorry for calling all those names, but we can negotiate peace now." It's not how it's gonna work, If Putin does that, it'll look weak on him. He'll look absolutely weak, man. Putin can't ever negotiate. He can only negotiate with someone above him, which would be the United States. You can never negotiate down. That's not how it works. On a government that you think is radical or whatever. Can't do that. The czar never negotiates with the peasant, man. Shoot. Yo, Bobo, what's up, brother? Super Fi, man. What's going on, Devil Dog? Go. See the Popo. What's up, Jared? Both countries, Ukraine and Russia. What is this? Oh, what is this? Not good, Devil Dog. Speeding. I'll be speeding. That's what usually happens. Reagan signed calls First Gun Control Act. What? Reagan got almost assassinated. He got shot right in the stomach. As he was walking out of New York, he took one right in the gut. Reagan was a gangster, man. Both countries, Ukraine and Russia, lost a lot of their people in this conflict. Oh man. Yeah, I mean, a lot's a lot. But if you compare it to like a World War I or World War II, that's how they fight wars, boys. Russia fights wars by sacrificing their own citizens, and Ukraine for the most part. But Ukraine, has to be smarter. Their soldiers have to actually, and a lot of Americans are down there teaching. The Ukrainian army is very specialized. They're not going to be able to fight Russia heads up. They have to death by 1,000 cuts, man. Yeah, the sad thing is about this war, Ukraine and Russia, is Russia has some American equipment in a museum. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. But all that stuff, brother, all that stuff that we give to Ukraine, all of it's old, dude. All of it's used in my war. We used the 777 artillery in my war. We used all those up armored Humvees that Ukraine has in my war. It's old. Like, all that shit is old, probably not even that effective, because steel weakens, over time. The M1 Abrams, those are old, bro. Those were from Desert Storm, The Bradleys are probably the newest thing we have, but still old, So, if Russia has it in their museum, like, that's fine. Like I'll say, man, Americans, we don't hide our stuff. If you want to look at it and copy and paste it, by all means, dude, you can do that. But you still have to invent it, make it, train the people to use it, take it out to combat, and then meet us in combat. And I guarantee you, me and my boys want to be there. Whoever you send won't. And that's the difference how we fight wars, and you just, they'll never be able to mass produce it. And that's the thing Americans do so well. We like to get down, bro. We care, right? We care about our military. We care about the troops. We care about who we elect. We care about our system. We care about the Constitution. I think everyone does. I think anyone that's from anywhere that comes to America realizes, oh boy. And what we care about the most is that we maintain what we have, Maintenance. We get new roads. We have street sweepers. We have garbage dudes that pick up the trash. We have systems to get rid of the garbage. Just your average day citizen will probably fix something during the day that may or may not be his. You'll see something like, oh man, we got to fix that, or call the appropriate people to give them out and fix it. That's what most societies don't bring to the table, man. You go to Mexico, nothing gets done. Nothing gets done. What's up, Dester? Both countries can't hold out forever. Someone has to break. You're right, Bryson. You're right, dude. I don't know. And then that's the $1 million question, man. Who's gonna capitulate first? I think Ukraine, I think Ukraine's willing to give up the Donbass regions or whatever Russia took over. I think they are, man, because I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know how long Russia can do this. I don't know how long Ukraine's could do this. I don't know how long. Every military, well, people don't want to die and don't like dying for stupid reasons. So it'll be interesting, man. I have no idea. I have no idea. Like, Russia ain't gonna invade the rest of Ukraine unless the Ukrainian army absolutely collapses. If Zelensky, Ukraine's just like Russia, man. Zelensky, if he surrenders, he might get whacked too. No one's safe. No leader is safe. If you get 100 service members out in the middle of Ukraine defending their homes and their homeland, and the just like what happened in Germany in World War I, the government surrenders, the troops come home and say, F that, dude, we didn't surrender shit. Like, you guys surrendered. Like, and then, I think the minute in Germany, and the minute those guys took over power, they killed everyone that signed the peace treaty, Zelensky's never safe. If he signs a peace treaty with Putin, I think someone's gonna whack his ass, dude. You know, and let's be clear, Zelensky's not a guy that's gonna, you know, he's an actor. The guy is a comedian actor. He's not some veteran from this war that would gain a lot of respect, and you know, people wouldn't, you know, I don't know, it's I don't know, man. I don't think he's safe. I don't think Putin's all that safe, and I think they all know it. And that's why no one couldn't surrender. No one's gonna sign a peace deal. That happens in the United States of America. We sign peace deals. We do treaties. Other countries, they don't do that. There's no way, right? What's up, Bobo? EU won't leave. Yeah, and that's right too. Like, the European Union won't let Ukraine surrender. You're right, Matt. Do you know any Mexican hand gestures? I heard they have a bunch of those. Yeah, it's kind of like the Aloha one, but something like that. There's a lot of whistling. We do a lot of whistling. Like my family, we have a family whistle, you know. So if it's how to get a hold of each other. It sounds weird, but a lot of whistling, you know. But I don't think that's taught that much anymore in the Mexican culture, you know. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't know a new family that moved to America from Mexico like my family did a long time ago. You know, I don't know. But yeah. Yeah, we have our own, like, whistle. So my dad whistles. Everyone in my family knows what's going down. You know, a warning or something. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good question, Bobo. I didn't even... Yeah. Whistles, hand gestures, not so much. My hands don't work right, so I don't do any of that stuff. But just that, I do that a lot. That's it. That can mean whatever you want it to mean, really. It's all about context, you know. Yeah, it was good. I've never been asked that before. I never even thought that was a thing, but yeah, like my whole Mexican side of the family, we all whistle at each other. My brother, my nephews started to pick it up now. Yeah, that's a good question, man. That's a really good question. That's gonna make me think for a while. I can do the normal whistling, but not the loud whistling. Yeah, so you got to do it like that. It's hard, man. You got to blow. You got to roll your tongue back and then put your fingers like that. And you do it. Practice, man. Practice makes perfect. Trump is an actor too. Oh, I guess. I don't know. I mean, he was in Home Alone, right? He was in Home Alone. He was in Home Alone. Home Alone, Lost in New York. I mean, I don't think Trump's an actor. I think he's I mean, his main job that he had for years and years was building huge ass buildings, you know, trying to get steel from this company into New York and building this and I mean, I guarantee that guy I guarantee most of his life was just spent on the phone, you know, greasing someone's palms in New York, to getting a permit to steel, to managing the Trump building and all that crap. You know, who knows, man? Who knows? You just taught me how to do a loud whistle. Just tried it. How you showed it. It worked. Yeah, it works, man. Yeah, you roll your tongue back, and then you push down with your fingers, make like a diamond shape, and Takes practice, yeah, but you'll start hearing it, and then you'll adjust it. All right, that's how I learned. I never used to be able to whistle, but once when my grandma, my Mexican grandma, dude, Grandma No, her name, we called her Grandma No because she always told us no. So this chick, dude, when me and my brother were younger, she would whistling, man. Like I'm telling you, whistling's a big deal. She would right when the street lights were coming on, or if we weren't home in time, she would whistle loud, but she would do it like this, and then me and my brother would hear it and have to go home. But, oh shit, Grandma No needs us. We would leave. Bill Maher went to visit him in the White House and said he's completely different behind closed doors. Oh, I'm sure, man. Yeah, I heard. Well, Bill Maher wasn't a big supporter of Trump. Yeah, dude's probably like, my thing is, could you have a beer with Trump? Who would you rather have a beer with at a bar? Trump, Biden, Obama, Bush? That's it. Trump would be dope. You could probably ask a guy about aliens or UFOs, and he would be like, yeah, he would ramble, he would talk to you for hours about everything he probably knows. Biden wouldn't know what to do. Obama, it would be very choreographed. Obama's speaking is very, he's never gonna, you're not gonna get anything out of Obama. He's just gonna talk to you. Probably talk to you a little condescending, but Trump, yeah, that's who I kind of, I could have the beer. I could sit next to him and be like, hey man, what's up? He'd be like, hey, what's up, man? Yeah. Hey, how's that Russia-Ukraine negotiation? He'd be like, oh, dude, they don't know. And you can almost hear them like, oh, they don't want to negotiate. I called Vlad, dude. Guy's really nice, but the guys, you can hear them talk to you. If you imagine asking Biden that, or Obama, he'd be like, well, we gotta make sure and you can see him trying to bullshit you, That's why Bill Maher, you can have, these guys put their legs in pants one leg at a time, Anyways, boys, I gotta get going. I got an appointment at 9 o'clock, 0900. And wish me luck, you know what I'm saying? That's a VA. I think I'm meeting, I don't know who I'm meeting today. I got so many damn doctors these days, it's insane. They want to poke my brain more. I wish they would take care of my back, but they're gonna poke my brain. Peace out, Bobo. Have fun, brother. Stay safe. Yes, sir. Hey, you guys, Bryson, take care, man. James, Dester, Bobo, Simplify, guys. Jared, you guys have a good one, man. Enjoy. The Apprentice. Oh, yeah, The Apprentice. Hey, what's up, Jack? Jack said hi. What's up, Jack? I'm out of here, brother. I got a doctor's appointment I got to go to, and you guys enjoy your day, man. I got a busy one. Tomorrow's Friday. Enjoy Friday, and guys have a great weekend. I won't be on Friday, but check out the Sorch, like, subscribe, and thanks for coming into the Devil's Compound. Take care, boys. Semper Fi. Peace.